Hey, family.
Hi.
Hi.
Listen,
My husband cooking, so you're going to hear some cooking and sizzling in the background. You're welcome to have a plate if you like. But that's on you, okay? Listen, if you ain't here on time, you just don't get a plate. But anywho, we like to welcome everybody to
Story time, story time, story time.
If you don't know who I am, which you should, but in case you don't, I'm Bonnie G in a place to be. Hey. And like I always say, wherever the Ruach is, I kid you not, call my name so I can let you know I am present right here in the building, okay? Right here. And if you don't know who she is, that's rocking the Now Garden in the white. Okay, Now Gordon. This light is hating on it.
It is.
It's hating on it. All right. But nevertheless, she is Auntie Shelly on the beat.
But
that's right. Y'all know we don't do that for ourselves, but we do it for the community. Hashtag community minded. And as always, before we dive into the book of 2nd Shemu'el or Shemu'el Shimni, just me second, but we be thinking we doing something. We're going to give y'all some scripture. You know what I'm saying? What you talk about, Ed?
What we doing today, girl?
I'll be using our C4 app, which you can find at your app store that looks like this. See that? Best $22 that you can spend. All right. Blessed are you.
Could you tell us where you read?
Oh, you're right. Well, listen. I was like, listen, this is a good one.
Leave us hanging.
But it didn't even tell me what we was reading. It just added up.
Oh. Was that the daily reading or something?
Mm-hmm. But it was good. It said, blessed are you, Yahuwah of the armies, creator of the heavens and earth, the Elohim of Abraham, Yitzhak, and Yaakov, our Elohim, the Holy One of Yasharel, my all, and my salvation, for giving us the spirit of love. Listen, if someone knows where that is,
it really does. Oh.
And it even shows you how to say it in
it's a prayer. I'm not even sure if that is a scripture.
That's not a scripture.
This is daily prayer. Well, I mean, which is fine.
But listen,
but you want to read a scripture.
Yeah. Reading is fundamental. I was making sure if y'all knew. Y'all good. But it was straight up facts, okay? He is all of that and more. All right. Abram, what you laughing at, sir?
His wife.
He getting down. Hey, good to see you.
Hi, everyone.
How's everybody doing?
She's looking for a scripture to read in case you just came on.
Right. Because, listen,
she read a prayer instead of a scripture.
And it was good, but it wasn't right. Anyone has a scripture today?
You know, I can do a recap while you look for a scripture.
There you go.
I'm going to do the recap, so when she's done, we'll just go right into it. David is on the run from his son Absalom.
Yes, he
because Absalom has declared himself king in Hebron. Because he's mad at his dad, basically. And so David says, okay, we got to go because David don't have a strategy right now to fight him. And he knows that if Absalom comes to the city right now, a bunch of people are going to die. So David said, let's just leave. David leaves. He runs into a man named, what was his name? It's just a man from the house of Saul, and says, all this is happening, and trying to curse David, saying, all this is happening to you because of what you did to Saul. David ain't did nothing to Saul.
Nothing.
David ain't killed. David was nice.
That's how rumors get started.
And then we're going to see his reaction. So you got Absalom moving towards Jerusalem, which is the holy city where the king lives. And then you got this guy from the house of Saul cursing David, and you got David and a bunch of the people, but he left some of the priests.
Yes, he did.
And he left some spies.
Yes, he did.
So he could tell, what was going on. I mean, it's just smart when you go to war. And that's where we are.
All right, so amen to that. All right, so Psalms 5, I guess we switched it up today. Give ear to my words, O Yahuwah. Consider my meditation. Hearken unto the voice of my cry, my King and my Elohim, for unto you will I pray. My voice shall you hear in the morning, O Yahuwah. In the morning will I direct my prayer unto you, and will look up. For you are not an owl that has pleasure in wickedness, neither shall evil dwell with you. The foolish shall not stand in your sight. You hate all workers of iniquity. You shall destroy them that speak falsehood. Yahuwah will abhor the bloody and deceitful man. But as for me, or us, y'all, I will come into your house in the multitude of your mercy, and in your fear will I worship towards your holy temple. Lead me, or lead us, O Yahuwah, in your righteousness because of our enemies. Make our way straight before my face. For there is no faithfulness in the mouth. Their inward part is very wicked, and their throat is an open sepulchre. They flatter with their tongue. Destroy them, O Elohim. Let them fall by their own counsel. Cast them out in the multitude of their transgression, for they have rebelled against you. But let all those that put their trust in you rejoice. Let them ever shout for joy, because you defend them. Let them also that love your name be joyful in you. For you, Yahuwah, will bless the righteous. With favor will compass him as with a shield. I just read Psalms 5, 1 through 12. Whoa.
That's good.
May y'all add a blessing to the hearers and reader of that word. Now listen, for those that are here, we have 10 people on tonight. Shalom, y'all. Shalom. Listen, for the one person that's new to this Storytime platform, you're going to hear things that you're not used to. Like she was saying, Absalom, we was like, what is that? Or, Hebron. Is because we're reading out of the Sefer Bible. Okay? So we purchased this thing right here on Sefer.net, but what we didn't do is purchase it full price. It ain't against Torah. It's just it should be against all of our common sense. But there's a discount for you, so you're not paying full price. Because 10% is what?
10%.
All day long. So please type in before you check out story time. But remember that the O in the word story is actually a 0. Because, we thought we was doing something about it. We thought we was me. But never mind. Anywho, the E in the word time is actually a 3 because it serves as a reminder to going back to the covenant because we're now guarding the commandments.
Mine says the same thing. It's just,
but the light is just hating. Yeah. Normally the light don't be hating, but
hating on the white and gold.
It's hating, all right? Hating hard. But you can find them in Exodus 21 through 17. So with that being said, y'all, like she already gave you a recap, we're going to dive in to Shemu'el, Sheni. And what chapter am I on?
We are on 16.
Okay.
Around verse 9. And I just want to say right quick, like when you were reading Psalms, I know we've been taught like that Psalms and especially Job is a book of poetry. And so it makes us look at it a different way. But I need you to, especially, well, first of all, with Psalms, it's so full of prophecy and we miss it.
All the time.
Because this is just a song. It's just a song he wrote. I mean, they did put it to music, but it was everyday things. And so we miss when people are really singing Torah because we're trained to look at it different.
Yes.
And you need to listen to the words of a song to determine if it is good or not.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. So somebody said, Levon, just read from chapter 16. Don't go to verse 9. You're right. Let's just do it. Okay, let's do it. I don't know. Maybe you thought that. I don't know.
They want to catch up.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I honor that. Let's go. Say less. I'm going to say more. And when David was little past the top of the hill, behold, Siva, the servant of Mepho. Oh, we back at his name. I would have went to verse 9.
Mhm.
My bad. All right. Mephibosheth met him with a couple of asses. Oh, okay. Couple of asses saddled, and upon them 200 loaves of bread, and 100 bunches of raisins, and a hundred of summer fruits, and a bottle of wine. And the king said unto Siva, what do you mean by these? And Siva said, the asses be for the king's household to ride on, and the bread and the summer fruit for the young men to eat, and the wine that such as be faint in the wilderness may drink. And the king said, and where is your Adonai son? And Siva said unto the king, behold, he abides at Yarushalayim. For he said, today shall the house of Yasharel restore me the kingdom of my father. Then said the king to Siva, behold, yours are all that pertain unto Mephibosheth. And Siva said, I humbly beseech you that I may find grace in your sight, my Adonai, O king. And when King David came to Berkurium, behold, thence came out a man of the family of the house of Shaul, whose name was Shimei, the son of Gera. He came forth and cursed still as he came. And he cast stones at David and at all the servants of the King David, and at all the servants of King David. And all the people and all the mighty men were on his right hand and on his left. And thus said Shimei, when he cursed, come out, you bloody man, and you men of Baal. Yahuwah has returned upon you all the blood of the house of Shaul, whose stead you have reigned. And Yahuwah has delivered the kingdom into the hand of Absalom, your son. And behold, you are taken in your mischief because you are a bloody man.
I didn't guess that at first. He called David a son of Baal.
Uh-huh.
As he called you, idol worshiper.
Uh-huh. He said, come on. Oh, wow. Then Abishai, the son of Zeruiah, unto the king, why should this dead dog curse my Adonai the king? Let me go over, and I pray you, and take off his head. There you go. That's more like it.
He said, because what you not going to do
is disrespect my king.
Yeah.
He said, you ain't got to worry, I'll handle it. Let me go over, and I pray you, and take off his head. And the king said, what have I to do with you, ye sons of Zeruiah? So let him curse, because Yahuwah has said unto him, curse David. Who shall then say, wherefore have you done so? Oh,
so David's like, I'm not tripping off that.
Yeah.
Because David know he's in trouble.
Yeah.
He knows I'm being punished. So
yes.
If Yahuwah told me to say that, whatever, we're
right.
just going to let that go.
He was like, man, what have I, man,
even though it ain't true.
He be like, man, y'all be moving so quick on your flesh. What if the Most High told him to say this? Everything ain't the devil. All right. Wherefore have you done so? And David said to Abishai and to all his servants, behold, my son, who came forth of my generation, seeks my life. How much more now may this Benjamite do it? Let him alone and let him curse, for Yahuwah has bidden him. It may be that Yahuwah will look on my affliction, and that Yahuwah will requite me good for his cursing this day. And as David and his men went by the way, Shimei went along on the hillside or over against him and cursed as he went, and threw stones at him and cast dust. And the king and all the people that were with him came weary and refreshed themselves there.
This man is so angry.
He
following David, cursing him, throwing stones.
I could see that.
Like, dude.
I could see that.
That is crazy to me.
And Absalom and all the people, the men of Yasharel, came to Yarushalayim, and Achitophel with him. And it came to pass when Hushai, the Archi, David's friend, was come unto Absalom, that Hushai said unto Absalom, Elohim save the king. Elohim save the king. And Absalom said to Hushai, Is this your kindness to your friend? Why went you not with your friend? And Hushai said unto Absalom, Nay, but whom Yahuwah and this people, and all the men of Yasharel choose, his will I be, and with him will I abide. And again, whom should I serve? Should I not serve in the presence of his son? As I have served in your father's presence, so will I be in your presence. Smart.
Okay, smart. Yeah.
This is the spy.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Then said Absalom to Achitophel, Give counsel among you as to what we shall do. And Achitophel said unto Absalom, Go in unto your father's concubines, which he has left to keep the house, and all Yasharel shall hear that you are abhorred of your father. Then shall the hands of all that are with you be strong. So they spread Absalom a tent upon the top of the house, and Absalom went in unto his father's concubine in the sight of all of Yasharel. And remember, he left 10 concubines.
That's right. Yeah, he leading at his wives, but he left some of them side chicks. That's
Right.
cold, though. That's kind of cold. But he knew David is smart.
Mm-hmm.
David is smart. But because you're not supposed to do this. Because basically when you do this, you're saying I'm king. And what belongs to him belongs to me. And he did it in all the sight of Israel, which just means
those that stayed back.
They knew what he was doing in the tent. Like the tent wasn't open like it was a film, everybody watching.
Yeah.
They just knew what he was doing in that tent. So he put it on top of the house and probably had them come in one by one, or I don't know what he was doing.
And the counsel of Achitophel, which he counseled in those days, was as if a man had inquired at the oracle of Elohim. So was all the counsel of Achitophel, both with David and with Absalom. Okay, so Yah was giving him what to say. Right? Or no? And the counsel of Achitophel
was as if a man had. So they were, because wait, this is the priest. This is the priest. So he said Absalom trusted him because he's a priest. So he said, if he told me to do it, it must be okay.
Oh, you know
I'm
what?
not sure Yahuwah told him to do that, but it was part of the punishment. I think Nathan mentioned this. That's something.
Wait.
I have to go back and look. That something like this was going to be done.
Yeah, to his house, right?
Yeah. Something about done in the open. And
I'm not sure. Shalom, family. Good to see you. Okay, we're on chapter 17.
Yeah, and I will take your women before your eyes and give them unto your neighbor, and he shall lie with your woman in the sight of his son. For you did it secretly, but I will do this thing before all Yasharel.
And he did.
And before the
and
so that's
what that means. So the prophecy is being fulfilled. Wow. 17. Thank you for bringing that too. Moreover, Achitophel said unto Absalom, Let me now choose out 12,000 men, and I will arise and pursue after David this night. And I will come upon him while he is weary and weak-handed, and will make him afraid, and all the people that are with him shall flee, and I will smite the king only. And I will bring back all the people unto you. The man whom you seek is as if all returned. So all the people shall be in peace. And the saying pleased Absalom well, and all the elders of Yasharel. Then said Absalom, Call now Hushai the Archi also, and let us hear likewise what he says. And when Hushai was come to Absalom, Absalom spoke unto him, saying, Achitophel has spoken after this manner. Shall we do after his saying? If not, speak you. And Hushai said unto Absalom, The counsel that Achitophel has given is not good at this time. For, said Hushai, you know your father and his men, that they be mighty men, and they be chaffed in their minds, as bear robbed of her whelps in the fields. And your father is a man of war, and will not lodge with the people. Behold, he is hidden now in some pit, or in some other place. And it will come to pass, when some of them be overthrown at the first, that whosoever hears it will say, there is a slaughter among the people that follow Absalom. And he also that is valiant, whose heart is as the heart of a lion, shall utterly melt, for all Yasharel knows that your father is a mighty man, and they which be with him are valiant men. Therefore I counsel that all the Yasharel be generally gathered unto you, from Dan even to Be'er Sheva, as the sand that is by the sea for the multitude, and that you go to battle in your own person. So shall we come upon him in some place where he shall be found, and we will light upon him as the dew falls on the ground. And of him and of all the men that are with him, there shall not be left so much as one. Moreover, if he be gotten into a city, then shall all the Yasharel bring ropes to that city, and we will draw it into the river, until there be not one small stone found there. And Absalom and all the men of Yasharel said, the counsel of Hushai the Archi is better than the counsel of Achitophel. For Yahuwah had appointed to defeat the good counsel of Achitophel, to the intent that Yahuwah might bring the evil upon Absalom.
So basically, for those of you who didn't catch it, the first one that gave him counsel, he basically said, let us just go kill your dad.
Pretty much. Yeah.
We'll go kill your dad. We'll sneak up on him. We'll go kill your dad.
Yep.
Bam, it'll be over.
And bring the people back.
Second guy comes up and says, you don't want to do that. Your dad is a man of war.
Yep.
And everybody knows it. So if they fail and it gets back, now everyone's going to be scared of David, not you.
Yep.
And they're going to go to David's side because they're like,
Yep. Because
David is coming. Because you don't even know where David at. They're going to come at any minute and get you. So he tells him, don't do that. You go to war.
Absolutely.
Like, you need to be the one that kills your dad.
Wow.
Bring all these men. We'll find out where he is. And you got all these men. So you're going to catch him, because everybody knows how smart a general your dad is. Your dad ain't just hanging out somewhere under an apple tree or with the people. He don't want the people to die. You know how your dad is. You ain't just going to sneak up on no David.
He ain't going to let that be. He ain't that slow.
He ain't dumb. He said, you got to be the one to kill your father, or the people are going to be scared and they're going to join with David. And that's true.
So, I mean, for those that didn't read this, because if you like me, you ain't read this. So do you think that the son is going to be that bold enough to kill his dad?
Well, yeah, he was going to give the order to somebody else.
No, but do you think he's bold enough to do it? Because now he's saying you need to be the one.
You need to go after him.
Nope, you can't read it.
I was going to say, I don't want to say. I don't want to say. Because, I mean, I already know what's going to happen.
I know you do.
Pretty much, yeah. So I'm not talking.
Put one if you think that Absalom is going to kill his dad, or even attempt to do it. Two, if you like, nah, he ain't gonna want that smoke. He gonna have little man do it. I'm going with, I think he hate his dad so much that I think he gonna try it. I'm one. I'm not gonna switch back like yesterday. Hopefully I ain't lying on accident. All right. Auntie Kim, she says, so he just did the same thing, just in a roundabout way, to deliver him and his men into David's hand. Oh, because he is a spy.
Yeah.
I didn't take that into consideration.
She good. I'm going to stop letting her answer stuff. Who was that?
That's Auntie Kim.
Yeah, Auntie Kim. There might be a time we ask a question and we say, Kim, don't say nothing.
Kim said, you asked.
We did. Yeah.
You asked. I'm just certain. All right. So then now, okay.
Because she keeping everybody else from thinking. They
Right,
they
now
gonna
I'm
start
thinking about
depending on her. They gonna start depending on her though. They gonna be like, just wait till Kim answer.
Right. Let's see what Kim, and then we can judge it. We can weigh our answers against hers. Okay. So I think, babe, what do you think?
Come on, y'all, tell us what you think.
What you
Don't
think?
be scared of being wrong.
Do you think Absalom is going to take his advice and say, I'll go out there and kill my father? Or do you think he going to get the little dude? What's his name? Achitophel. He sound like medicine. Like it's good for your heels. Like it'll heal your heel.
Thinking he gonna go get
to do it.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Nobody else
going
want to
after
answer.
his dad is kind of like suicide.
Wait, what'd you say?
He said going after his dad is kind of like suicide. Like,
okay.
Because
that's
even
your
though
dad.
you know like who his dad is and what he did,
Mm-hmm.
you don't really know who he is in that area.
Mm-hmm.
Like he probably heard stories and like
he ain't never had to fight no war.
He ain't, yeah.
He ain't never. Okay.
Because you know how like you always had your kids think they could come against the parents,
Mm-hmm.
but they don't really know how strong their parents is
till they come.
Till
they come.
All right, so I changed my answer. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. I changed my answer. He ain't gonna fight him. I changed my answer. I'm with Auntie Kim. I'm with you, girl. I'm with you, Auntie. All right.
And what is that? What you with her with?
Huh?
What's your answer?
I'm with her.
You a 1 or a 2?
Which one are you? You a 1 or a 2?
I know what she is.
I'm with her. She the one. She the 2.
See, I told you.
He ain't going no smoke. Auntie Linda said, "Come on, Sister Kim. I can't answer. Know the history. Thank you, Shelly." We all with Sister Kim at this point. You got this. All right, we're gonna start reading, especially the way Abram breaks it down. Yeah, sir. All right. Then said Hushai, that's his name tonight, unto Sadak and
where
to.
are we even at? What verse you on? I don't even know. Okay, wait.
Oh, you're right.
I don't know, but I don't know.
We on 12. We on 12. We on 12.
Okay.
All right, my bad. Thank y'all. Auntie Kim, she says, safe space, y'all. It be Bible study. We are learning together. You absolutely right. But you are 2, right? All right. Let's see. Just make sure. All right. So shall we come upon him in some place where he shall be found, and we will light upon him as the dew falls on the ground. And of him and of all the men that are with him, there shall not be left so much as one. Moreover, if he be gotten into a city, then shall all Yasharel bring ropes to that city, and we will draw it into the river until there be not one small stone found there. And Absalom and all the men of Yasharel said, the counsel of Hushai the Archi is better than the counsel of Achitophel. For Yahuwah has appointed to defeat the good counsel of Achitophel, to the intent that Yahuwah might bring evil upon Absalom. I think I read that twice, but it's okay. Then said Hushai unto Sadak and to Abiathar, the priest, thus and thus did Achitophel counsel Absalom and the elders of Yasharel. And thus have I counseled. Now therefore send quickly and tell David, saying, lodge not this night in the plains of the wilderness, but speedily pass over, lest the king be swallowed up, and all the people that are with him, Now Nathan and Achimaat stayed at En Rogel, for they might not be seen to come into the city, and went and told them.
And a witch.
And a
Witch.
Okay, say that 3 times. And a winch. You winch? Is that?
Yeah, like this person. Yeah.
Oh. And a winch went and told them, and they went. Boy, they giving me with these W's. And they went and told King David. You got to read that by yourself again.
Is a witch a hooker?
Yeah, I mean, that's crazy because I remember that's like an insult. You little wench.
Yeah.
Is that the same thing? I ain't used that.
Oh,
A girl or a young woman?
she plays a prostitute.
Oh,
I mean, consort with prostitutes. Yeah.
okay. Then yeah, as a kid, I used to use that word. Didn't have no idea
Yeah,
what
a
it was.
lewd or promiscuous woman, a female prostitute.
Okay, a female prostitute, a wench. Oh, I did not know that. All right, we learned together. All right, and a wench went and told them, and they went and told King David. Nevertheless, a lad saw them and told Absalom, but they went both of them away quickly, and came to a man's house in Bercherium, which had a well in his court, whither they went down. And the woman took and spread a covering over the well's mouth, and spread ground corn thereon, and the thing was not known. And when Absalom's servants came to the woman's to the house, they said, "Where is Achimaaz and Jonathan?" That's what I'm gonna call him. Jehunathan. And the woman said unto them, "They be gone over the brook of the water." And when they had sought and could not find them, they returned to Jerusalem. And it came to pass, after they were departed, that they came up out of the well and went and told King David and said unto David, "Arise and pass quickly over the water, for thus has Achitophel counseled against you." Then David arose and all the people that were with him, and they passed over the Jordan. By the morning light, there lacked not one of them that was not gone over the Jordan.
Oh, so it sounded like she was hiding them in that well.
Yes.
She put the thing like she was selling corn or something.
Or like you just didn't see it.
Yeah.
Because the floor was covered with corn.
Yeah. And it sounded like both sides got spies.
Yes.
Because they working, and then one of his spies saw him and told him, he really right there.
Yes.
You think he over there, but he really right there.
Absolutely.
And so then the prostitute did a little something with the well.
Listen, seems like he be doing something with these prostitutes. Okay? I'm not saying that you should be one to be used by y'all. That's not what I'm saying. But
no, I hear you.
He be touching their hearts.
I hear you. Hey.
Don't go into that occupation. It's a very busy, tiring occupation. I don't know that.
How you describing it?
You described it like with a couple of adjectives.
We just have imagination. Verse 23, y'all. Come on now.
You forgive it.
Okay,
thank you.
23. All right. And see, I can't even read right. And when Achitophel saw that his counsel was not followed, he saddled his ass and arose and got him home to his house, to his city, and put his household in order, and hanged himself and died, and was buried in the sepulchre of his father.
So he must have known Saul was,
because he was a spy too for David? What just happened, y'all? Why did he hang himself?
I think because now he says, I found out. For me, I just left. What am I hanging myself for? I just left. Absalom would have to be looking for me. I thought both of them were spies, to tell you the truth. I thought that Finnathel was the spy and Hushai, and they both did that on purpose. I'm trying to remember the spies' names.
It was Hushai, the Archie. What just happened?
So that's Hushai.
Yeah, Hushai.
That's whose counsel they. Oh yeah, because then Hushai sent word to David, like, get to David. He did that. He's gonna do this. He's gonna do that.
Wow.
But I don't know why. I thought the other one was the priest, but I guess not.
Listen, it's a hard left. That was like, what?
Yeah, I'm wondering why you kill himself.
Why did he kill himself?
Get your stuff and leave. Exit stage left, stage right, something.
There are so many ways you could have done that. All right, well, I can't. I didn't see that coming. Read verse 14. Okay. Listen, say less, auntie. And Absalom and all the men of Yasharel said, the counsel of Hushai, the Archie, is better than the counsel of Achitophel. For Yahuwah has appointed defeat, the good counsel of Achitophel, to intent that Yahuwah might bring evil. So they considered, like, what he had said was to bring evil onto Absalom.
Yeah, they saying you said that because
So all the back. So I kind of
because
get it.
Hushai's makes more sense.
And yours is going to
Yours
cause
was going
a
to put me
reaction.
in a trap, basically.
And when it didn't work.
No, because remember, he didn't want Absalom to go. He said, "I'll go."
But he was sending the kingdom. No, he was sending the king.
No, the first one said, "I'll send us. We'll go." And Hushai said, "No, don't do that. Grab some men, you go yourself, because you need to be the one to defeat him." So wait.
No, go into 17. Sorry, y'all. Listen, we learned together. Auntie Jerry, break that down for us. Break that down for us.
See, look, Shemu'el says unto Absalom, "Let me now choose out 12,000 men, and I will arise and pursue after David this night. And I will come upon him while he is weary and weak-handed, and will make him afraid. And all the people that are with him shall flee, and I will smite the king only." So he wanted to do it. And then Hushai was like, no, don't do it that way. You're going to lose your whole, if somebody else, if you don't do it, the people are not going to respect you. So he's thinking Ahithophel
but he went
is trying to go for the kingdom. Just think. If David is this mighty warrior, right? Absalom at home on top of the,
he don't
have sex with all the concubines. You go out and you kill David.
You get the
people
glory.
Are going to be like, whoa, he the man. He killed King David. David is a mighty man of valor. He's Yah's man. He's a king. And he went out and killed just him. And all those men followed him back. All of David's men didn't even kill him. Who you want to be king?
The one that killed King David. Let me see it. My girl Ranga, she says, and one told David, saying, Ahithophel is among the conspirators.
So they're thinking,
so they was working together. And David said, "Oh, Yahuwah, I pray you, turn the counsel of Ahithophel into foolishness."
So that's what happens. So when he prayed to Yah, he said, turn. So he had the other guy come up. Because Cushai is David's, because he's the one said, okay, tell King David this is what we're doing. Yeah.
Look at y'all.
So basically he was trying to overthrow the kingdom.
In a coup. I got you.
You got that, girl.
I got that. Auntie Kim, she said, you have to understand how Yah moves.
Yeah.
He is always 10 steps ahead of all our enemy. We have free, we may have free freedom will, we have free will, sorry. We may have free will, but what is in a man and / woman's ruach moves in us to do his will.
Yeah, because remember what he did with Moshe. He made the other guard look like Moshe, and they killed him thinking they killed Moshe.
Yes.
He right here, you killed somebody, totally different. Moshe gone.
Boy, y'all helped me with that. Because I was like, wait a minute.
Hey, I need a little help with that one. You had to go back like,
scratching my brain. Like, we're learning together. See, somebody said, Auntie Kim said it earlier.
Yeah.
Come on. Okay. I get it. It took me a minute, but we get it. Okay, I promise. I'm going to give y'all time back. I promise. Then David arose, and all the people that were with him, and they passed over the Jordan. Nope.
I don't know where we at, girl. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Okay. I'm on 24. Then David came to Machinium, and Absalom passed over the Jordan, he and all the men of Yasharel with him. And Absalom made Amasa captain of the host instead of Joab, which Amasa was a man's son, whose name was Yithra, a Israelite, that went in to Abigail, the daughter of Naash, sister of Zeruiah, Joab's mother. So Yasharel and Absalom pitched in the land of Gilead. Ooh, that was a lot right there. And it came to pass when David was come to Machanium, that the Shuvi, the son of Naash of Rabbah, of the children of Ammon, and Machir, the son of Amiel of Lo-Davar, and Barzillai the Gileadi of Rogelium. Maya. Bring on these more difficult words, okay? Why
These
stop now?
names.
Brought beds and basins and earthen vessels, and wheat and barley and flour and parched grains and beans and lentils and parched pulse and honey and butter. This is why some of us love butter. It's been in the
That DNA.
it's been with our forefathers. I'm not pointing no elbows. And butter and sheep and cheese of kine for David and for the people that were with him to eat. For they said, the people are hungry and weary and thirsty in the wilderness.
Look how Yah is providing.
All of that.
Even though David is getting a punishment, he's saying, yeah, I still got to take care of my son. He's just being punished.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not like
and with good
throwing
stuff.
him to the I'm not
And
throwing
good
him
stuff.
to the wayside.
Listen, lentils, all of that. Oh, they eating good. Butter too. I know Dad is shouting.
Honey, cheese.
Honey. I know his toes like, woo, but all right, chapter 18. Y'all don't know, but my father loves some butter.
Love it.
Love it. And David numbered the people that were with him and set captains of thousands and captains of hundreds over them. And David sent forth a third part of the people under the hand of Joab, and a third part under the hand of Avishai, the son of Zeruiah, Joab's brother, and a third part under the hand of Ittai the Gittite. And the king said unto the people, I will surely go forth with you myself also. But the people answered, you shall not go forth. For if we flee away, they will not care for us. Neither if half of us die, will they care for us? But now you are worth 10,000 of us. Therefore now it is better that you help us out of the city. And the king said unto them, what seems you best I will do? And the king stood by the gate side, and all the people came out by hundreds and by thousands. And the king commanded Joab and Avishai and Ittai, saying, deal gently for my sake with the young men, even with Absalom. And all the people heard when the king gave all the captains charge concerning Absalom.
So basically they telling David,
you ain't going.
You ain't going because everybody is after you.
Yep.
All they got to, because basically if they catch David and kill him, Absalom is king.
Yeah.
Absalom is now really the king, and you got to do what he says.
Yep.
He said, nah, we're not doing that. They all going to be gunning for you.
Mm-hmm.
And now you hear David saying, basically saying, don't kill Absalom.
Yes.
Deal kindly with him.
It's kind of like Saul.
Yeah, and those men are probably thinking, well,
you've been seeking you and everything.
Yeah. I know that's your son and all, but he's trying to kill.
It's kind of like that whole mindset how he had with Saul.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe it's because he understands that he's being punished, and this is Yahuwah's doing.
Yeah.
You know. So the people went out into the field against Yashar'el, and the battle was in the wood of Ephraim, where the people of Yashar'el was slain before the servants of David. And there was there a great slaughter that day of 20,000 men. Ooh. For the battle was there scattered over the face of all the country. And the wood devoured more people that day than the sword devoured. Auntie Kim, she says, the difference between David and Saul is he takes accountability for the iniquity and knows that Yah's words shall not return void. Absolutely.
Remember, Saul was just stubborn.
He was careless.
And remember, you all, this is a civil war.
Yeah.
This is Yashar'el against Yashar'el.
Yes. Oh, wow.
This is the family fighting. This is family feud for real.
And this is that whole prophecy, right? The sword should come to your house.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yashar'el is fighting Yashar'el just because of what you did, David.
Dang.
Your sin don't just
one action, 20 million people, 20,000 people gone.
Mm-hmm.
A house divided.
But that's what David did. You killed Uriah. That's your own.
That was your own.
That's your own. Same thing. It's the same. Those same things that you did. it's coming back on you.
Dang, that is crazy. And Absalom met the servants of David, and Absalom rode upon a mule, and the mule went under the thick boughs of a great oak, and his head caught hold of the oak, and he was taken up between the heavens and the earth. And the mule was under him went away. And a certain man saw it, and told Joab, and said, Behold, I saw Absalom hang in an oak. And Joab said unto the man that told him, And behold, you saw him, and why did you not smite him there to the ground? And I would have given you 10 shekels of silver and a belt. And the man said unto Joab, Though I should receive 1,000 shekel of silver in my hand, yet would I not put forth my hand against the king's son. For in our hearing the king charged you and Avishai and Ittai, saying, Beware that none touch the young man Absalom. Otherwise I should have wrought falsehood against my own life. For there is no matter hid from the king. And you yourself would have set yourself against me.
Mm-hmm.
Then said Joab, I may not tarry thus with you. And he took 3 spears in his hand and thrust them through the heart. Oh, I didn't know that was going to happen.
Okay, just keep the people hanging.
I'm sorry.
You gotta read it.
Then said Joab, I may not tarry thus with you. And he took 3 spears in his hand and thrust them through the heart of Absalom. Yeah, that was the part where y'all was supposed to go, if you didn't read it like me.
Because you stopped.
Well, oh my God. That's true. While he was yet alive in the midst of the oak.
So, because remember, Absalom has all that hair.
Mm-hmm.
So while he's riding, his hair gets caught in a tree. So he's hanging by the tree, and the other guy goes and tells Joab, Absalom out there, he hanging by the tree. He was like, why you didn't kill him? He said, you heard David say, don't kill him. Now, Joab, why it would only took you 1 spear to put through his heart. Why you do 3?
Why you kill him anyway?
Yeah, why you kill him in the first place? And what? That's something Joab got in his heart. Joab got some issues with Absalom. Maybe rightly so, but still. If you was going to kill him, just kill him. The first one killed him, and he's still alive. But David said, don't do it.
Don't do it.
And the other servant was like, I ain't doing it.
I ain't walking with you.
Because you would have turned against me. If David told you to kill me,
you would do it.
You would have did it.
Yep. Wow. And 10 young men that bore Joab armor compassed about the smote of Absalom and slew him. And Joab blew the shofar, and the people returned from pursuing after Yashar'el. For Joab held back the people, and they took Absalom and cast him into a great pit in the wood, and laid a very great heap of stones upon him. And all of Yashar'el fled, everyone to his tent.
But look.
Why are you covering it up?
Because look how cold this is. He already struck him 3 times.
Yes.
Right? And it said, and 10 young men that bore Joab's armor compassed about and smote Absalom.
Oh, and they said
so that means while he did, y'all destroyed his body, basically.
Yes.
And so they probably buried it so David couldn't see that body. Because they jacked him up. And he already did.
Already did.
They jacked him up. You better bury him.
Oh, wait. And hit him. Now Absalom in his lifetime had taken and reared up for himself a pillar, which is in the king's valley. For he said, I have no son to keep my name in remembrance. Well, you don't know that now. I mean, you didn't win in 10 women. Time ain't that quick.
Hey.
It'll take a minute for the baby to bake.
Hey.
Absalom gonna show up. His kid gonna show up somehow in this book. I'm just already know. For he said, I have no son to keep my name in remembrance. And he called the pillar after his own name. And it is called unto this day Absalom's place. Then said Achimaaz, the son of Sadak, let me now run and bear the king tidings, how that Yahuwah has avenged him of his enemies. And Joab said unto him, You shall not bear tidings this day, but you shall bear tidings another day. But this day you shall bear no tidings, because the king's son is dead.
Well, yeah, you killed him.
You killed, yeah. Then said Joab to Cushi, go tell the king what you have seen. And Cushi bowed himself unto Joab and ran. Then said Achimaaz, the son of Sadak, yet again to Joab, but howsoever let me, I pray you, also run after Cushi. And Joab said, wherefore will you run, my son, seeing that you have no tidings ready? But howsoever, said he, run. And he said unto him, run. Then Achimaaz ran by the way of the circle of the Jordan and overran Cushi. And David sat between the two gates, and the watchman went up to the roof over the gate unto the wall, and lifted up his eyes, and looked, and behold, a man running alone. And the watchman cried and told the king, and the king said, if he be alone, there is tidings in his mouth. And he came apace and drew near, and the watchman saw another man running, and the watchman called unto the porter and said, behold, another man running alone. And the king said, he also bring tidings. And the watchman said, methinks the running of the foremost is like the running of Achimaaz, the son of Sadak. And the king said, he is a good man and comes with good news. And Achimaaz called and said unto the king, all is well. And he fell down to the earth upon his face before the king and said, blessed be Yahuwah Eloheka, which has delivered up the men that lifted up their hand against my Adonai the king. And the king said, is the young man Absalom safe? And Achimaaz answered, when Joab sent the king's servant and me, your servant, I saw a great tumult, but I knew not what it was. And the king said unto him, turn aside and stand here. And he turned aside and stood still. And behold, Cushi came. And the Cushite said, tidings, my Adonai the king, for Yahuwah has avenged you this day of all of them that rose against you. And the king said unto Cushi, is the young man Absalom safe? And Cushi answered, the enemies of my Adonai the king, and all that rise against you to do you hurt, be as that young man is. And the king was much moved, and went up to the chamber over the gate, and wept. And as he went, thus he said, O my son, Absalom, my son, Absalom, would to Elohim I had died for you. O Absalom, my son, my son.
So when he told him, all your enemies are dead, Absalom's your enemy, so he knows he's dead.
But you don't know how he's dead.
Yeah.
They ain't gonna tell that. Chapter 19. And it was told Joab, behold, the king weeps and mourn for Absalom. And the victory that day was turned into mourning unto all the people, for the people heard say that day how the king was grieved for his son. And the people got them by stealth that day into the city, as people being ashamed steal away when they flee in the battle. But the king covered his face, and the king cried with a loud voice, O my son, Absalom, O Absalom, my son, my son. And Joab came into the house to the king and said, you have shamed this day the faces of all your servants, which this day have saved your life, and the lives of your sons and of your daughters, and the lives of your women, and the lives of your concubines, in that you love your enemies and hate your friends. For you have declared this day. Let me turn the page. That you regard neither princes nor servants. For this day I perceive that if Absalom had lived, and all we had died this day, then it had pleased you well. Now therefore arise, go forth, and speak comfortably unto your servants, for I swear 7 oaths by Yahuwah, if you go not forth, there will not tarry one with you this night. and that will be worse unto you than all the evil that befell you from your youth unto now. Then the king arose and sat in the gate, and they told all the people, saying, Behold, the king sits in the gate. And all the people came before the king, for Yisrael had fled every man to his tent. And all the people were at strife throughout all the tribes of Yisrael, saying, The king saved us out of the hand of our enemies, and he delivered us out of the hand of the Philistine. And now he is fled out of the land for Absalom. And Absalom, whom we anointed over us, is dead in battle. Now therefore, why speak ye not a word of bringing the king back? And King David sent Zadok and to Abiathar the priest, saying, Speak unto the elders of Yehudah, saying, Why are ye the last to bring the king back to his house? Seeing the speech of all Yasharel is come to the king, even to his house. Ye are my brethren, ye are my bone and my flesh. Wherefore then are ye the last to bring back the king? And say ye to Amasa, Are you not of my bone and of my flesh? Elohim do so to me, and more also, if you be not captain of the host before me continually in the room of Joab. And he bowed the heart of all the men of Yehudah, even as the heart of one man, so that they sent this word unto the king, Return ye, you, and all your servants. So the king returned and came to the Jordan, and Yehudah came to Gilgal, to go to meet the king, to conduct the king over the Jordan.
Mm.
And Shimei, the son of Gera,
Know him.
a Benjamite,
He's still there.
he's still there, which was of Bakirium, hasted and came down with the men of Yehudah to meet King David. And there was 1,000 men of Benjamin with him. And Siva, the servant of the house of Shaul, and his 15 sons, and his 20 servants with him. And they went over the Jordan before the king. And they went over a ferry boat. What? And there went over a ferry boat to carry over the king's household, and to do what he thought good. And Shimei, the son of Gera, fell down before the king, as he was come over the Jordan, and said unto the king, Let not my Adonai impute iniquity unto me, neither do you remember that which your servant did perversely the day that my Adonai the king went out of Jerusalem, that the king should take it to his heart. For your servant knows that I have sinned. Therefore, behold, I am come the first this day of all the house of Joseph to go down to meet my Adonai the king. But Avishai, the son of Zeruiah, answered and said, Shall not Shimei be put to death for this? Because he cursed Yahuwah's anointed. And David said, What have I to do with you, ye sons of Zeruiah, that ye should this day be adversaries unto me? Shall there be any man be put to death this day in Yasharel? For do not I know that I am this day king over Yasharel? Therefore the king said unto Shimei, You shall not die. And the son and the king swore 7 oaths unto him. Oh, and this word here. And Mephibosheth, the son of Shaul, came down to meet the king, and had neither dressed his feet, nor trimmed his beard, nor washed his clothes, from the day the king departed unto the day he came again in peace. And it came to pass, when he was come to Jerusalem to meet the king, that the king said unto him, Wherefore went not you with me, Mephibosheth? And he answered, My Adonai, O king, my servant deceived me. For your servant said, I will saddle me an ass, that I may ride upon thereof, and go to the king, because your servant is lame. And he has slaughtered your servant unto my El Adonai. And he has slandered your servant unto my El Adonai the king. But my Adonai the king is as an angel of Elohim. Do therefore what is good in your eyes. For all of my father's house were but dead, men before my Adonai the king. Yet did you set your servant among them that did eat at your own table? What right, therefore, have I yet to cry any more unto the king? And the king said unto him, Why do you speak any more of your matters? I have said, You and Ziba divide the land. And Mephibosheth said unto the king, Yea, let him take all, for as much as my Adonai the king is come again in peace unto his own house.
So this is the lame one. This is Saul's lame son. He said, hey, first of all, I can't just get up and go.
Right, yeah.
And then somebody told me you didn't want me with you because I'm lame, and
And they said that they was going to bring a donkey, and they didn't.
Yeah, and he said, you can see I wasn't having no fun. I haven't bathed. I haven't done anything. Just look at me. Since the day you left, I'm still with you.
Yep.
Even though I know you gave me all this land, I'm still with you. But when David was mourning Absalom, and Yoav said, dude, people fought for you.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And you're in here crying for the enemy. They had to sneak back into town.
Yes.
When they should be being celebrated, you better go down to that gate. You better do something. You're going to turn them people against you. So that's why David had to go down. He had to really think about it. Yeah, you're right.
Wow.
They followed me this whole time. That was my enemy. And because right now, David don't know how he died.
No.
Because they could have just captured him.
Oh, so you telling me he going to find out?
I didn't say that.
You said right now, David don't know how he died.
You know what I mean? That's what
I'm just saying.
Don't know how he died.
So he going to find out. Because you said right now, David don't know how he died. So you let me know he about to find out. And
Nobody asked you to play lawyer, first of all.
I'm just saying, listen, it's about to get juicy. Let me buckle up. I had my seatbelt off this whole time.
I don't know what's going to happen. I'm just here.
Well, Auntie Kim didn't put a note, so she probably going to let me know. She said, just my opinion. No, she said, just my opinion. Because David has a caring heart. He is weak in his emotion, which is why Yah has to have others do the will of the people to make decisions that are hard for David to make.
Yeah.
For the people he loves.
Yeah. And plus, David knows this is all because of me.
Absolutely.
Can we just stop killing people? Like, Absalom wouldn't have acted this way if I had done this. If I said something to his sister, if I did all this, if I hadn't done this.
Yeah, so he's probably, I agree with you.
This is all my fault. Yeah.
All right, well, let's see when he finds out how he died. And Barzillai, the Gileadi, came down from Rogelim and went over the Jordan with the king to conduct him over the Jordan. Now Barzillai was a very aged man, even 80 years old. And he had provided the king of subsistence while he lay at Mahanaim. For he was a very great man.
He was the one bringing all that food.
Yes. And the king said unto Barzillai, come over with me, and I will feed you with me in Jerusalem. And Barzillai said unto the king, how long have I to live, that I should go up with the king unto Jerusalem? I am this day 80 years old, and can I discern between good and evil? Can your servants taste what I eat or what I drink? Can I hear more about story time tomorrow at 6 p.m.? Can I?
No.
Can I? Can I hear more about story time tomorrow?
I guess. Wow.
So I'm guessing
a lot of twists and turns today.
It's a lot of, honestly, I want y'all to really help me out. What's today's lesson? What's tonight's lesson?
It was so much. But I like when because that's something I never thought about, what Kim said. David's heart is so pure, and he's really sorry for what he did. He don't want to, so he's not thinking strategic anymore. There's times when you have to make the hard decision.
And so Joab, was he right for killing Absalom? Was that the will of Yah? I mean,
Well,
it looks
he's
like that.
yeah,
Y'all ain't
and
mad though,
yeah, y'all's not mad, so. But he did go against the king's orders.
because he
So
knew what was right, what had to happen. Huh?
what has to happen? That's your enemy. If you save him, he's just gonna come back again. And sometimes that's what you have to do. You have to. That's why when Saul got in trouble with the sheep, he's like, "I told you to kill everybody.
Oh yeah.
I told you to kill everybody." So, but later on in their history, the fact that he didn't kill everybody comes back to bite him.
They come back
Because you didn't listen.
He didn't listen.
But like you said, Saul's being disobedient. But yeah, David needs the kind of counselors. So you need the opposite. David he knows how to fight a war.
Mm-hmm.
If you the enemy.
Yeah.
But this is civil war.
Yeah,
These is
family.
my people.
Yeah.
This is Yisrael against Yisrael.
Over 20,000.
Come on, let's stop killing each other. But some of us got to go.
Bodies scattered everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Of your own people.
Mm-hmm. Some of us, just like when we be thinking about, you know how people turn against us, like the Boule, like, you know, all the people that's coming up against us. We're not supposed to be praying for them, but they're Hebrew. Bring them to the truth. I mean, I ain't saying don't pray for them, but I'm saying bring them to the truth. You know everything. If you already know they're never going to come, take them down.
Shake them, but don't take them.
Take them out right now. Because they're the enemy.
Listen.
Take them out right now, they're the enemy.
That's what Melly Mel would say. She said, shake them, but don't take them.
Oh,
but Auntie Shelley said, take them.
Take them out.
And shake them.
They're the enemy. So I know how David feels. I have to get to this place because I kind of still am, but not as much. One of them people, like, you had to keep doing stuff to me before the sword had to come out.
Yeah.
But now the sword comes out quicker.
Yeah.
Because you got to. Because you see what happens when it doesn't. Like, y'all's like, I showed you that a long time ago. You should have cut that off, that behavior, that person off a long time ago. Sometimes they just got to go. And right now, we are in a war. They got to go. Absalom has to go.
Ooh, that's tough.
That shows somebody he got to go.
That's tough.
You got to cut them
family
off.
Ties.
Mm-hmm.
That's tough.
You got to cut them family ties. He like you not going to see him where you going.
That's tough.
You got to cut them off. Like, it's nothing more you could do. You tried. It's a whole civil war.
You just going to be running your whole life.
They have to pick a side. Yep. Absalom picked his side. He chose to come after you and kill you.
Ooh, Auntie Kim, she says, y'all gave him permission to do it, because I was talking about with Yoav. She said, so he's obedient in y'all's eyes. If y'all didn't, we'll find out tomorrow.
We sure will.
That's another clip too.
If something else happened.
I mean, because are they going to find out?
Because there's so many twists and turns. Stop trying to sneak in.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying, because right now he's more than it look like the people of
And
Yasharal.
I'm just saying we go.
Well, let me ask Auntie Kim. Auntie Kim. Kim. Auntie Kim. Auntie Kim. Let me ask you something. Let me just ask you. Just do one. Just put one, okay? One, if he gonna find out how Absalom died. Y'all put up one if y'all.
They can do all they want. She can't. Wait. Let me do another disclaimer. Anyone who has ever read it before, keep your little numbers to yourself.
What about it?
If you have never read it.
Well, you don't have to say one.
You're allowed to guess.
You can spell one.
No, it's the same thing. One is one.
Well,
Saul.
Press A.
Saul. I say the best ones for you. That's the ONNs, not the number.
Listen, put A. A if you think that he gonna find out how his son died. A. I didn't ask for one. I said A.
I don't care if you do an A, B, W, L, B, G, T, Q.
Hit me in my Instagram. Hit me on my Facebook. Bonnie G. Friend request me. All right. Auntie Kim, she said Auntie Jerry, she says mistake of a family member causes a lot of pain and suffering for the rest of the family and generations.
Because remember, this is a family thing. All this stuff, David, you did within the family.
Yes.
So now it's coming back. He said the sword is not going to depart from your house.
And that is
Until
the
all
house
this,
of Yasharel.
everything he did to Uriah, to all that whole situation,
That one
all coming
incident
back on
is
him.
causing so much tumult.
Mhm.
That is crazy to me. Well, listen, I guess we're gonna have to find out tomorrow. Auntie, wink at me. I
You
feel
better
like
not, no winks.
okay, listen. Okay, Auntie Kim, she says, when I was when I was young and was reading the Bible, it was violent. I had a hard time understanding why y'all did things he did now.
Me
That
too.
now that I'm older, I understand
Mhm.
better now. So is that an A or is that a
Don't worry
1?
about it. I felt the exact same way that she does. I'll be like, huh?
I thought you was gonna answer me secretly.
No,
Let
she
me see.
know.
Let me see if she got some ones in
She
there.
is not gonna answer. I'm confident she ain't gonna answer you.
Mm,
She ain't gonna answer you.
what you say? I was trying to. Maybe it was in code
Nope.
because she said I had a hard time.
Mhm.
So basically, she telling me he gonna find out. I got you, Auntie.
No, she not.
Oh, she went Auntie Shelly on bitch. She said I'm not answering
She
that.
ain't answering.
That's what she just texted. Well, since I can't get information from you all, I guess I'll see you tomorrow and we'll find out tomorrow at 6 p.m. Shalom. Thank
You
you.
got an answer?
No, it ain't no attitude. I was just saying, is it A or is it 1?
Shalom.
That's all I was saying.
I see ya.
Because right now the house of Yasharel is, is happy. Just do it real quick before she press in.